Welcome, welcome. It is our 8-year celebration. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
So welcome to Sam and I's 8-year birthday party. If you are watching YouTube and have been here for the YouTube journey, you will know that when we turned 7 this time last year, Sam and I did a live together in the middle of the pandemic, figuring out the thing. She's in Morgantown, I'm in Austin. And this time we decided to make it a little bit more fun because with the two of us, we become tangent queens for a live stream that is way too long.
We become tangent queens?
I'm shocked.
I'm sorry. Both of us tangent like crazy, but we felt like we needed an energy that can guide us and keep us on track in the conversation.
Like our fairy godmother.
Realized that we wanted this to be also a fun like memory. So if you are watching this YouTube video, this would be the first in a series where we're going to be doing this every single year. We're going to be asking the same questions, and then you'll see me and my editingness to do recaps of past years. So starting this year, it will be the beginning of it. And we are coming here today with our amazing host to guide and wrangle the cats, which is Sam and I, Kimberly Culbertson. Woohoo!
Yay!
I'll do my best.
We love you, Kimberly.
We love you. So Kimberly has been with us since the very beginning. Kimberly is one half of the amazing duo, Kimberly and Coach. They are fantastic team dynamics coaches and leadership coaches. They kicked my butt in my leadership journey when I ran my agency C3 NAMI. They are my diehard when my clients are having implosion risk moments as they grow their team. I'm like, you need some help in your culture department. Meet Kimberly and Coach. Yes, thank you for coming.
Yes, of course. And do you guys want to tell them how we know each other?
Yes. So we all met in a co-working space 8 years ago.
In Austin, Texas.
In Austin, Texas. This is when Sam could still put up with the allergies of Austin, Texas.
Could she though? This is when we could have live parties for your birthday though. And that was excellent. Mm-hmm. I've been to many a Sam and Ruoyun celebration. So
yeah, that picture one of our first pictures just came up on Facebook last week when we were at Aviary for our first or second birthday.
It was our first. Yeah, we had 40 people there?
It was a lot, yeah.
That was a good night. Mm-hmm. Turns out everybody's very excited about you guys.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay. So yeah, we were very young and now we're older. We have matured like great wines.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So let's jump in, shall we? Cool. So you guys have turned 8. This is your birthday. And so what is something in the past year in your business that has brought you joy? Let's start with something really nice.
So I am Sam. Hello. And I run Design It Please, which is a graphic and web design agency. And we do WordPress websites as well. And I think the thing that brought me the greatest joy last year was the freedom and flexibility of being my own boss. Because it was my first year living in West Virginia. And I had this booklet of vouchers. If you don't know me, you don't know that I got accepted to an incentive program to move myself to West Virginia from Berlin, Germany, the end of 2021. And as part of the incentive, they gave us a booklet of vouchers for different activities around the state. Things like free zip lining, falconry lessons, cave exploration, mountain biking, whitewater rafting, camping, staying at state park lodges. Like, it was in there, right? And so I think the thing that brought me joy was being able to take 4-day weekends
Wow.
and experience all of these vouchers. Not all of them. I didn't get to all of them, but I got to most of the ones that I wanted to use before they expired. And being my own boss gave me that freedom and that flexibility to get my work done and have a 4-day weekend. And that is just like chef's kiss.
Were there any vouchers that you looked at and you were like, absolutely not? Not doing that.
So I'm really not a whitewater rafter. I had the last time I went was sometime in high school, and all I remember is that the guide had on way too short shorts and he didn't have any underwear on under them. So it was my first experience viewing that appendage, and not by choice. And so, yeah, that and then whitewater rafting was kind of boring. But here, whitewater rafting is like way too exciting. It's like you could actually die. So it's not for me.
Okay. Ruoyun, something that brought you joy this year?
Hold on, I gotta process. I'm like, wow. Wow. But first off, we didn't get a chance to cheers. Cheers to year 8. Woo-hoo.
Cheers to the years. Dunk.
Dunk. Yes. Yeah, let me just like take a swig. Jesus Christ. What processing?
Yeah, little baby Sam just turned around to see the river, and she saw much more than the river.
Whitewater rafting is dangerous on many levels.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally and physically.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And emotionally.
Okay. All the levels. All the levels. Okay. So for those of you that are just hopping on this YouTube video for the first time, hi, my name is Ruoyun, and I help change makers and marketers own their awesome human self and how they do human-centered marketing and business so that they can continue doing the awesome things without being boggled down with all the shoulds. And what has brought me the most joy in my business is very similar to what Sam's talking about, like the ability to own everything in my business. And I've realized that I control literally every single pace,
which can be good and
life.
Bad,
right?
Yes, but as someone that has been conditioned to have been the fixer, the grinder, the get things done person, the fix all the problems and firefighter, to be able to and be reactive to other people, being able to be proactive of my intentions and really define what is my human pace, and not have to be a superhuman all the time. Like I was going through this process in January of this year where I was like, I'm really tired. Why am I tired? And then I listed out like, here are like 10 outside of the comfort zone things that I did in a week. And my therapist was like, most humans barely do like 1 or like 2, and you did 10. No, of course you're tired. And I'm like,
that'll do it.
Yeah. But as a superhuman, when you've been conditioned to be the fixer, the problem solver, the firefighter, like that doesn't feel like enough. And to like recondition my brain, it kicks you out of the survival mindset, right? Like this, like the mindset that is like ingrained to our humanity of the fight or flight methodology. And getting out of that turned into where I got out of that. And then for 3 solid days, I slept great according to my Aura ring. But I had 3 days of nightmares. Like I was robbed at gunpoint. I had someone try to scam me. I had someone try to like take peeping Tom photos. It was like random things because my brain was not used to operating out of survival. So it was like, we're just going to create nightmares to get you back into survival.
Right. This is a very weird joy answer.
It is. Well, it's like I share all of that because it's like what brings me joy is that I having the clarity and intention of being able to have full control of the pace of which I want to operate, to the point where my brain tries to trick me out of that. And then like really owning that boundary is like kind of like the final gate of like confidence, peace.
Yeah,
and like getting that after like 20 years of never having that and having that stripped away, it's been very nice coming home.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay. Next question. What is a lesson that you've learned this year that has helped you in your business?
So for me, it has been don't procrastinate on the bookkeeping.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. There was one point last year or the year before where I was 1 or 2 years behind. There have been multiple years when the bookkeeping has been a nightmare, either because I thought that my bookkeeper was going to do it, but then I didn't actually hire her to do it. And so it came down to the week when it was due. And I was like, hey, you have this ready, right? And she was like, what? No, you said you told me that you were going to do it, Sam. I was like, oh no. So that was 1 year. And then the next year I just put it off until the week before it was due. And then I didn't have it done on time, of course. So anyway, this year I had my bookkeeping done. I had it done because I worked on it ahead of time. Yes.
Oh my gosh. You have arrived.
I feel like an adult. Like I am coming into my own in my business, my bookkeeping, my budgeting. Yes.
Man, excellent. How about you, Ryan?
Now that you remind me, I need to actually go and talk to I got the email and I'm like,
I'll be back.
Yeah, like I need to go. I need to go and do this. It's like a 2-hour task, and I'm like, okay, I need to do it. The lesson
they
that
did
I
on
learned,
Saved by the Bell did the whole timeout thing, and then it would freeze frame, and then you'd be able to go do whatever and come back, time back in. I think we should do that.
I just think of a pause button. I remember like Kimberly and I used to say this. I would always be like, man, I just want a pause button. I just want a pause button.
Gosh.
Right. Yeah. I used to say that all the time. And now, previous to my other thing of like having full control over the pace over my life, it's been like, yeah, I don't need a pause button anymore because I controlled and shifted. Yeah. I've like completely reshifted. So it's nice. Lesson that I learned over this last year is just shut up and be patient.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like don't ruminate over it. Don't overthink it. Cause I would get these like anxiety moments. Like I hated being in limbo. Like there's this need to constantly be a momentum. Mm-hmm. And then, so I would literally, I only knew how to operate in absolute burnout 0 or in 150 miles per hour, and having to learn to cruise at 70 miles per hour, which to my previous point is still very superhuman. Because like my 70 miles per hour is still like, doing 5 of those outside of comfort zone things. Right. But it's just like learning by allowing myself to be like, I don't have to go super hard. I can cruise. And there's incentive to do that because it means that I actually get to, there's incentive. So I actually get to be present versus being in a constant state of overwhelm. So that's been nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. As you look forward into your next year, what is something that you are anticipating or looking forward to?
I am looking forward to launching the Design It Please YouTube channel. I am currently having some clients on talking about projects that they're excited about and talking about how working with Design It Please has impacted their business. And so I'm doing this YouTube thing. I'm also doing it for my podcast, Year of Yes. So I'm doing multiple YouTubes and learning Adobe Premiere, which really bugs me, but we're using it. We're going in. I own it, so why not try and use it in spite of its bugs?
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then I'm excited about learning how to tell my story better within the context of my business. So how does my personal story weave into my business, and how do I tell it? How do I engage with it in my business? How do I attract clients who have similar values and get excited about similar things through my story? Yeah.
Oh man, I feel excited about both those things for you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see.
So you're showing your full self. Yeah. I would say what I'm looking forward to this year is similar, like showing my full self. So continuing the content creation. As someone lovingly quoted to me, she's like, Ruoyun's going multimedia with like all the different content channels, content styles, launching a couple of keynotes I'm working on, speaking at a couple of conferences, like kind of big, like traveling to conferences now that the world is reopening up again. So that's fun. Yeah. And then potentially, and Sam and I were talking about this because I was her first beta tester for her Design It Please channel.
She's my first guest.
I was the first guest, yes. Right. And it is launching a humans behind the brand community, a safe space for marketers, people, operations, anyone that is the human beings that operate a brand, both the marketing all the way to the operational side, but very specifically, it'll probably start with the marketers and the leaders within that style. And it's a safe space for them to grow and continue innovating human-centered marketing. So that's a community. And to my point that when Sam interviewed me was I won't turn it on until there's enough of a demand. So if you're interested watching this, go ahead and go over to my website, sign up for my newsletter, and then they'll tell me that once we hit about 20 to 30 people on that wait list, I'll activate it, because it doesn't make sense to activate it until we have 20, 30 people, because it's not a large enough group to really see the group dynamics. So, but if you're interested, message me. We'll talk more. So yeah.
Okay, question. Are you looking for any particular kinds of brands, or is it like anybody who's behind
any brand? So it is a very low level commitment tier subscription to join this membership group. We're talking it's $25 a month for it, and then you get monthly we call it gatherings, where we are gathering the minds, and two people will present brands and brainstorms to be in hot seats for it, to be loved on in that gathering. We'll also have probably quarterly to start fireside chats, where I get to bring people like Kimberly and Ben to talk about team dynamics, talk with Sam and nerding about websites and things like that, to be in there. And then the community threads, including ones like we just came up with one in the call. I was like, it's the "Is it just me" thread, which is basically like if you have Instagram being a stupid algorithm or someone being a troll on your social media, you can be like, I'll go through this. Is it just me? And so that you're not alone. The end goal of this community is for people that have either like they're the lone marketer and they're the superhuman marketer in a company, or they're like growing their team for the first time, to realize, or they're just like a new college kid that's starting off that really resonates with the human-centered marketing and they don't want to be alone, that they can join. So I'm plugging that here for you.
Yeah,
if you're
very cool.
Yes.
Okay, I have one more question about business before we get into a lightning round. And it is, what would you tell someone who is just starting their entrepreneurial journey? Maybe they're just starting their company. What would you tell baby Ruoyun and baby Sam now that you've done this for 8 years?
I cannot believe it's been 8 years.
It is weird. It doesn't feel like 8 years.
Yeah.
When I was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog.
Very nice.
Thanks.
So anything else that you would share with them, or would you just sing? Oh, I stumped you guys. You had a
like,
lot
I
to
could
say to
give
me
you
when I
all the
started
lessons, all the tea. What would I say?
all the tea.
Stop hearing shoulds.
Hmm.
Everyone's going to tell you a lot of shoulds, but what the heck do you want to do? Right? There's no perfect formula in doing this well, period. Life. If there was a handbook to life, we would all be way more successful right now, right? But it's not the case. So it's your unique makeup of how you show up. And this applies to entrepreneurs because we feel the brunt of it, right? We're in the front lines experiencing it, but it also applies if you're working within a company too, is that you're going to hear a lot of shoulds, but only your gut is going to tell you how it's going to work for you. And only you can do that.
And I would say it's really important to have work-life boundaries, especially as a solopreneur or an entrepreneur, that when it comes to boundaries, you have to treat it like a regular 9-to-5 job where you aren't checking your email all the time. You have your work email separate from your personal email, Ruoyun.
I do have them separate.
You said you had them all going into one account.
I bought my airplane ticket on my business card, so it went to it once.
Okay, we can discuss this later. I'd say boundaries are essential when it comes to the life of your business, the longevity of your business, and the longevity of your mental and emotional health.
Health is wealth.
I think it's tempting when you're starting a business to think, I'll get it off the ground and then I'll worry about balance. But it doesn't get easier. Like as your business grows, there's more to do. And so you need those systems in play already. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now we're going to do a lightning round and we're just going to capture where you're at with some things. And so we're not looking for stories. We're looking for fast, fast, fast. Okay. What are you nerding out about right now?
YouTube.
Plants.
Plants.
Okay. I
Okay.
have 50 plants of my 100 collection that has to be repotted. So
that sounds like another job. Okay. What are you watching these days?
Imposters.
I'm currently audio booking Amelia Peabody series.
Current music obsession?
OMG by New Jeans.
What album have you listened to last, Sam?
This Is Why by Paramore.
Oh, Paramore. Okay. What's for dinner tonight?
Eggplant parmesan with eggplant from my garden.
What?
Amazing. That's cool.
Tikka masala, home cooked.
Also good. What are we cheersing with on this YouTube video?
I have a gin and tonic made with gin from the DC area with a tonic syrup from Pink House Alchemy in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and Topo Chico from Austin, Texas.
Wow. That is a well thought out drink for this occasion.
Very. It's like all her roots in one. That should be a TikTok reel, just saying. Anyway, I'm basic Coke in a Hydro Peak copper mug.
Very cute. I've got Praxis coffee in my mug from Austin, Texas. Okay. What is your bucket list vacation?
Australia.
Ooh, Australia.
Maldives.
Me too. Oh my gosh. Excellent. Okay. What are you looking forward to when you come visit me, Sam, and Ruoyun at South by Southwest? Very soon.
I can't wait to record the Year of Yes podcast with you in person.
I'm going into I don't know if I'm excited about South by Southwest or like you guys are coming along for the ride.
You don't sound excited at all.
I'm in like my introvert
You wrote
anxiety
that
is
question.
extreme. Like, what are you looking forward to South by? I don't know. The only thing that I'm looking forward to is probably filming the journey for the content creation, and like 90% it's like my Asian old grandma face showing while you guys are like all happy, and then there's like my Asian grandma face going
That's very specific. Okay. What is on your to-do list for tomorrow?
I have to set up 5 clients on Google Analytics 4,
including me,
including Ruoyun.
Editing my YouTube video like this one. There you go.
And the last question, if we were in person celebrating with a in-person party, what would the dessert be?
I mean, I default to two jours cake. I can't eat a lot of desserts because diabetes doesn't allow me. But two jours or any Asian bakery because it's low sugar.
And I say Amy's ice cream is the first thing I thought of.
Amy's ice cream. I can't have dairy anymore, and they have vegan ice cream that's actually very good. So
sweet.
I can also have it. Friends, thank you for inviting me to be part of your celebration. 8 years in business is a big deal. A big deal. A lot of companies don't make it past 7. Isn't that true? So congratulations. I'm proud of you guys. It's been fun to be on the journey with you. And cheers.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Cheers.
Happy birthday, Ruoyun.
Happy birthday, twin. Thank you again so much, Kimberly, for hosting and keeping us on track. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, more around entrepreneurism and all that jazz, feel free to comment below so that we know to create more of this content. Also, if you love these 2 amazing little beans and want to learn more about what they do, go ahead and also check out their info. I will link it down below. Until then, as y'all remember, impact happens one drop at a time, and I will see y'all later. Goodbye.
Bye.